When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Taylor has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Lee. The Rebels get enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a nap.
It's a seam wide open. All out of space. pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quick release on the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here.
There he goes! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive from the 42. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The give is to Taylor. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Diggs. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try the run. Lots of running room. He's racked up 92 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Taylor has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, we've shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun. Give on the inside. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Ole Miss 7.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Wide open spaces. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success in the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle. 4th down.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about...
Turning on the Jets. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Diggs. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's dribbling. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Coming up, fourth down.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27. First and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Diggs. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range, they go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Makes a grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. He's loose. The 30, the 20, inside, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Georgia State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The give to the left side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Ohio State 42, Ole Miss 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air, but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Caught over the middle, it's high. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. All kinds of room to the right. The tap. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he added the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Simmons. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will quickly use a timeout. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Diggs. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wallace. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Quarterback adapting. Oh, better look out. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
A they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Connection to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The Buckeyes are on the move. The give to the tailback. Running into the open space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looked as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Now improvising. And here, that'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas.
The returner brings it out to the 35. And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. And he was fortunate not to lose it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first. Pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just